Titanic was known as Unsinkable ship. It was a luxurious journey across the Atlantic in 1912. Imagine all kinds of people. Wealthy first-class passengers, adventurous second-class travelers, and hardworking third-class crew, all setting sail for a new beginning. But disaster struck. Over a century later, the disaster still holds a place in our hearts. But what if I tell you that someone decided to try something daring, maybe even a little risky? The Titanic sank before many of us were even born, but the Titanic is so famous, we all wish we could see it for real. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're setting sail on a journey that blends history and mystery. The legendary voyage of the Titanic II. Buckle up because this story is full of twists, turns, and a healthy dose of chills. Many people know the sad story of the Titanic. They called it the Unsinkable ship because it was giant and fancy, the biggest one ever built at that time. In 1912, it set sail from England on its very first trip to New York. It stopped into places in France before a terrible accident happened. The ship hit a giant piece of ice, called an iceberg in the ocean near Canada. Sadly, more than 1,500 people on board died. Australian billionaire Clive Palmer is that person who has decided to build a new Titanic. He revived his long-cherished dream to build Titanic II. Clive firstly announced the plan in 2013. Then in year 2018, he announced a planned launch date of 2022. But then pandemic COVID happened, and all plans were put on hold. After a number of false starts, abandoned plans and a lot of talk, Palmer has once again announced plans to replicate the Titanic, with a planned launch date of 2027. The Titanic II, which will be built by a state-owned Chinese company, CSC Jinling Shipyard, will honor the memories of those who died and survived on the Titanic. In April 2012, Clive Palmer launched a new company called Blue Star Line. The original Titanic ship was built by the shipbuilding company Harland and Wolff in Ireland, and the ship was owned by the White Star Line, but the Titanic II would be operated by the Blue Star Line. Let us know some interesting facts about Titanic II ship. The Titanic II will be having a super cool navigation tool to help it steer clear of trouble. The bottom of the ship will be wider to make it extra steady. There will be plenty of lifeboats and life jackets for everyone on board. This fancy ship will look just like the Titanic, inside and out. They'll have the same rooms, decorations, and fancy stuff, just like the original. There will even be first class, second class, and third class areas, just like back then. You can even wear old Timmy clothes, if you want to, but no boat is forcing you to dress up. This new ship will travel on the same path as the Titanic did way back when. It will take people across the big ocean, the Atlantic, just like the Titanic. It will start its journey in Southampton, England, and end up in New York City, USA. No one said how much tickets will cost yet, but it will probably be way more expensive than back in 1912. Back then, the cheapest rooms, third class, cost about $40, while the most expensive rooms, first class, were $150, and the fanciest rooms of all, parlor suites, cost a whopping $4,350. Here's a look at how much a ticket on the original Titanic would cost today. First class suite, around $75,788. Second class, around $1,044. Third class, around $261, $696. The new ship will be bigger. It's designed to weigh 10,000 more tons than the original ship. While tons can be a tricky unit to measure, imagine it like this. The new ship would be as heavy as 10,000 more cars than the original. There will be enough rooms for 2,435 passengers and 900 crew members on the new ship. That's almost like a small town. To keep everyone comfortable, it will have 9 whole decks to explore. The new Titanic will be even bigger than the original one, stretching out to 883 feet long. To make the journey super fun, they're also planning on adding cool things like a swimming pool, a theater, and even a casino. Like the original ship, there will no TVs aboard, and probably no internet service. Not everything will be modernized. Titanic II will be powered by diesel engines, and have 4 smokestacks, just like Titanic. The news of Titanic II divided the world. Some saw it as a disrespectful act, tempting fate. Others were thrilled, a chance to experience the grandeur of the original voyage. Some people might not want to sail on the new Titanic, because of the sad story of the old one that sank. They might also feel it's not nice to the people who died. These folks might be a bit worried about bad luck, especially because the old ship had the same name. It might also seem strange to name a brand new ship after one that sank, hoping it'll make lots of money. Over 40,000 people already want to be on Titanic II's first trip. Some are even willing to pay crazy amounts, like $1 million, for the fanciest rooms. It seems people, like the movie director James Cameron, are really into the idea of the Titanic. This might be a goldmine for whoever builds this new ship. Do you wish to travel to Titanic II? Please provide your comments on Titanic II and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching the video.